The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
You would welcome skull and bones for secret society.
You should shell out.
That's
what they say.
What are these names then with these bands? Day to Remember, Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, yeah. Remember I killed it when I was saying. What did I say in that WhatsApp thread? It was. It's really nice of you guys. I just saw your WhatsApp thing.
Speaking of our WhatsApp thread, man, that's like the scroll of just everything.
It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's actually pretty funny, but it's always the same crap.
Like, if anyone ever got their hands on that, oh my god.
Nah, man, you gotta that WhatsApp thread, man. That's a whole segment on Broadway. Seriously,
That is.
No, it is. Come on, man. Like, we do say some funny stuff in there. It's not. We just pay each other out.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, but that's all we ever do. I love how I mentioned something about bands. I mentioned something about bands to you guys, like, I don't remember when it was, a day ago, but I'm seriously just scrolling forever in the day here looking
Yeah,
for
but
this.
last night, that was like a 4-hour conversation. That was the sloths.
The slots.
Yeah, the sloths. That's
Yeah,
right.
we've hammered into Johnny about the slots for the last week.
Swine.
And I started doing sloth research.
Was that was from last week's episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get all that info from
Sloth Island, bro.
That's it, Sloth Island.
Did you get all that
Did you get
info
it?
from Wiki?
Huh?
Did you get that info from Wiki?
Yeah, Wikipedia.
Lost Childs, man. I'm just looking through this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, there's so much, man. This is seriously just going and going. I can't even find whatever the hell it was that we were talking about. Something about bands. Oh no, I said Sandpaper and Sex Swings would be the name of the band.
Yeah.
But then I put up a list. Oh yeah, a day to remember. Billy Talent. I Killed the Prom Queen. Sandpaper and Sex Swings and Take the Day. Next big day out.
Dude, that would kill it.
Is Take the Day actually a band? I think I just made it up.
Take the day.
I just made it up.
Let me look it up. I reckon they
I'm
are.
pretty sure I made it up because I was just trying to think of like those kind of
I
names.
guarantee you that it's a
Yeah,
band.
you made it up, but I guarantee there will be
Yeah,
a
a
band
day
with
to
that
remember
name.
Billy Talent, obviously, right? And then Take the Day I just made up.
Take the day sounds like one of those
Yeah,
bands.
I Killed the Prom Queen, and then Sandpaper and Sex Swings. Sandpaper and Sex Swings have been like the side stage, stage 5.
Yes, they are a band.
You're joking?
No.
Is it post-hardcore?
Yeah, it's going to be crossover post-hardcore emo.
They're from Canada.
Oh, God.
No, wait, sorry, no. There's a band called Take the Apple from Canada, sorry.
Take the apple.
What? Is that a reference? Is that a biblical reference? Yeah, it would be.
Probably.
Wow.
Satan's henchman.
Eat my apple.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
No, sorry, they're from... Aha! They're from our native friend, Pittsburgh.
You serious?
They're from Pitt's area.
Pitsky.
Oh, the Pirates. Oh.
Yeah. Our friend Jess in the States, man, the girl we were
Pittsburgh.
travelling with, she's from Pittsburgh.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
from
Spittle County.
She's from, so, like, she was trying to explain where she was from, and it's like an hour from Pittsburgh, like the actual city. And then she was explaining it, and it's like literally, I remember once I was Skyping her, this is like back in the day, and she's like, this is the address. So she gave me the address, and I Google mapped it and brought up the actual thing. It was like a full ranch property, like it was massive. And the shots on Google, I think, were half through winter, so they were sort of, it was really picturesque.
Snow-capped
When
fields.
she was just describing it, this guy's like, "Where are you from, Spittle County?"
Some fucking, like, random town.
So we started the whole trip. We're just calling it Pitt. It was Pitt.
That's
and
the
then,
name, Pitt.
And then it became
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. And no, it became Pitsopolis.
Yeah, and then you started calling it Pitsky.
Yeah, Pitsky, Pittsburgh, Pitsopolis. And then, for some reason, we gave her the first name Ducky, and I've got no idea why.
Ducky Pitsopolis.
So her name was Ducky Pitsopolis. Like,
Because we made it Greek, like Ducky Pitsopolis.
The entire trip, man, like, as in the time we spent with her was like 10 days or something. And we just,
And every time we'd hammer her, it hammers to scared you.
yeah, my like, just that scared you. It means you fucked the plans. it's just,
She saved us, though. She did a lot of driving.
she saved our balls, man. Like, if we'd be hungover every day. we had the genius idea to drive. It's like, yeah, we're not driving anywhere, man.
Can you drive?
I just drove for a tiny portion of the trip, but like, yeah, it wasn't even personal. Every time we'd see him, just they've pooped my gum, it's just a shit. You would have just like laughed, you know, like.
Hey, that's mad. Speaking of driving, well, on the left side, on the right side, did you find that hard when you did it?
Nah.
I've always wondered what that's like.
And he's
It's
got
like
smashing it down in San Francisco, Nevada, like, just hammering it.
No, the best was when we were on our way to San Fran from LA, because basically the first couple of days when we actually got the car, I said we left Vegas and went to San Diego and just did the West Coast. And I said, I'm not going to drive.
Jealous.
I'm not going to drive like through LA or anything, you know, like this is
She
legal.
knows, like, it's...
Yeah. So then when we finally left LA, I said, okay, once we get out of the city, I'll take over so you can get some sleep.
once we hit the open road, babe.
Yeah, pretty much, man. We ended up getting lost anyway. But we left Malibu. We got to Santa Barbara. Refueled, and that's when I said, all right, cool, we'll switch. I think had we bought the strawberries yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we'd bought...
Yeah, because we were washing them at that 7-Eleven.
Yeah, we got lost. Like, they shut down the interstate or something.
We were
in
farms.
Dude, I had ranches. We had no idea where we were. So let's ask this guy.
Little Mexican dude.
It's a Mexican kid on the side of the road. That's no idea.
Oh,
Barely
that's
speak
mad.
English.
That's
Dude,
mad.
they were the best strawberries ever.
Yeah. We bought those strawberries.
Big and juicy.
Dude, we bought punnets,
We
man.
bought like
boxes.
two crates of like...
We didn't know how long we were going to be on the road.
No,
No,
man.
fucking blowed up.
So we stopped at Santa Barbara. We washed them at like a tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got a photo of that.
Yeah, there's a
from
photo.
from the back. You're looking up, and I'm just like,
Yeah, man. And then those strawberries, man, we had them from there all the way to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And they were in the hostel fridge, man, like just smelling it up. Nah, they're still good. We're going to keep them a bit longer.
we paid money.
We didn't know if we had food or not, man. We had no money.
I wish I was
Dude,
on
we
that
had some
trip.
adventures,
Dude,
man.
I wish I was there.
The driving thing, honestly, man,
That was the best.
yeah, it takes about... I don't know, it took about half an hour to sort of adjust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the hardest part was, man? Not because the fact that you're on the other side of the road, because remember, in the States, you're on the left-hand side of the car and you're on the right-hand side of the road, so that's everything's reversed.
Double reverse,
Yeah. The hardest part adjusting was my left leg was jammed up against the
console.
driver's side door,
That's it,
like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to sitting, you know, with my left leg flanged out, like into the gear
flanged
stick.
out, yeah.
So that was probably the hard, because it's awkward from the start, so you can't really get comfortable. Outside of that, you're fine.
Once you got used to it, mate.
Yeah,
Pete fell asleep.
Dude, we were about. She passed out as soon as she got in the car.
She'd been driving for
she
hours.
was fucked. Yeah, so she passed out. Me and this guy were driving. We're eating the chicken left over from Roscoe's.
From Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
As
Fried
we're
chicken.
driving, dude, all we had said, I swear to God, this is how dumb we are, man. We'd left LA, and all we had as a guide was her GPS thing, and it said San Francisco. That's it. No address.
We were just driving.
Just like, we just need to get to the city. Honestly, I swear to God, that's all we had.
Because we had no plan. We were backpacking.
Yeah.
In a way. So we just thought, you know what? Let's just see where it takes us.
Just,
All we had,
That's so cool.
had was the date for the Kenny Kramer reality show in New York.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have a hotel room yet.
No,
We didn't have a flight yet.
No.
Dude.
We booked it, but we didn't have a flight.
We are I'm thinking about it now. Like, we're fucking idiots.
How good was it?
Dude, peak season, like...
Summertime, man.
Summertime. So it's peak season. There's no accommodation anywhere. Me and this idiot are driving up the west coast of the States, and we need to be in New York by like the 16th or 17th of July to get the Kenny Kramer reality show tour for Seinfeld. And so we're going up the coast.
Outside of the country.
Like, dude, we booked our San Fran accommodation. We didn't even have it booked.
No.
No. Our San Diego accommodation, we woke up in the morning. I had a phone with like unlimited phone calls anywhere. Like, 'cause I paid like $50 for a card.
what's that?
That's the
What's
Jacob's Creek wine night.
Yeah, the Jacob's Trip wine night. I had a card with like $50 credit. Like,
That's all you had, man.
when we went to get a phone, me and this guy like, what should we get? And I said, well, we're going to be here for like 3 weeks. Fuck it. Like, who knows how many calls we're going to be making? We got like an unlimited call, $50 card, done. Right?
TNT.
Yeah.
Alcatel.
AT&T. Yeah, AT&T.
TNT.
Yeah.
I've still got that business card of that
Yeah,
dude.
that guy, well, yeah.
What a,
From
what
New York.
a legend, man.
Yeah.
He helped us crack my phone open.
Oh, that's
Because
mad.
I had,
we said,
because
like,
it was
we need
network,
help, like-
it was network locked,
Yeah.
Vodafone,
Yeah.
bastards, network, yeah. So he's like,
I got you.
I'll tell you what I got to do, man. He got us like all the back end passwords to like Voda and all that, and like
Mad dog.
literally helped us crack it open. He saved us. Anyway,
That's sick.
dude, we woke up in San Diego and we're like, guys, we have no hotel to stay in.
Meanwhile, we woke up in the morning. This guy's drinking beer and having
Corona.
like cockles of pizza.
Yeah,
That's my boy.
He walked in the bathroom. We've got a Corona left.
That's
yeah,
my
we
boy.
shared it like a mug.
He ate a mug.
Yeah, dude. We're woken up. It's like we need to get out of this hotel because they're kicking us out, but we've got nowhere to go. So
We had a car.
Literally,
That's about it.
Our mate had her laptop with her, and I had a phone with like unlimited calls. So she was piggybacking Wi-Fi, just searching accommodation, and I was just calling it like random. Like, have you got any places? No. Have you got any places? No. Cool, whatever. The same thing happened with San Fran, but we're idiots. We actually made it all the way to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Got to San Francisco. We went half an hour out, and we were still calling places.
And they were saying, no, sorry, we don't
We
have anything.
sat down for breakfast. And we were leeching their Wi-Fi.
Best breakfast
So
ever.
we were in San Fran with no accommodation, nothing. We're just sitting there like hoping to God we figure it out before breakfast is over. Otherwise, we'd be on the street like just standing there.
Could have
We
slept in
found
the car.
some place in Chinatown.
The funny,
We slept in Chinatown. We walked out with the chickens. Like, no shit. Where the fuck are we, man?
dude, the funny part was driving from LA to San Fran. She's gone to sleep, and he's looked at me. He's like, "How you feeling?" Like, "Yeah, I think I'm all right now." I was doing like 110 because it's all in miles.
Yeah.
So
We're
we're trying to
smashing it.
Yeah, like just gunning it. And remember, we had the GPS, and it said something like 7 hours to San Fran.
Yeah.
Like, our mate would wake up, she's like, "Hey, you guys going?" Like, "Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, don't worry about it." Just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Fall asleep. She'll wake up again. She goes, "Oh, how long have I been asleep?" I'm like, "Oh, no, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours."
Yeah.
How far are we? The GPS would say, like, 2 hours to San Fran. Like, I was just playing.
No shit. I remember this guy. He had his white wife beater on, and he had a Colombian drug lord hat.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
and he was like, literally, and we were pumping like West Coast tunes. And we were just, he was fanging it. Thing. And I'm sitting there with it smoking, just, dude, it was the funniest
That's why
shit ever.
when it got dark,
So mad.
it got dark, and like, because like you see all the exits coming off like the interstate
towns, like,
and then
towns.
we looked at the time, and it's like 9:30, and he's looked at me, he's like, "How do you feel?"
You looked wrecked.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, how do you feel? I go, "One more." Like one
Yeah,
more
we kept
exit.
going, one more exit.
So I just planted it. We put on was it? Oh, it was a Dre track?
I'm pretty sure it was a Dre track.
It was a big Dre track,
Yeah,
man, like
yeah.
Hello or something.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Chin Check.
Yeah.
It was Chin Check. And like, mate, our mate, she grew up in like this little sleepy town in Pittsburgh,
She know what the fuck
Pennsylvania.
was going on, man.
Outside of
What's
Pittsburgh.
this?
So like
Spittle
you know,
County.
sleepy towns in
Sheltered.
Pennsylvania, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Listen to like
We've got
Josh Jackson. What the
we've
fuck
got
are these guys?
Chin Check like cranked, like blasting, man.
Man, I'm surprised we didn't blow their speakers, man.
And we're like sitting there just screaming the lyrics, like
Doing
just
like
trying to
120
stay away.
miles an hour. Like,
That's mad. That's
was
mad.
and then we ended up in some little town called Salinas.
Yeah, Salinas, like a truck stop community. You know
we
what I
should
mean?
have stopped there.
Yeah, that was another story.
Did you guys get raped?
No, may as well have been, man. Like, dude.
This guy walks into the Motel 6, right?
Oh, with
And he walks back out. He's like, "They haven't got rooms, but they got rooms across." There was another hotel,
Yeah, like a
the
Holiday
Morning
Inn.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
it was called. And he's like, "Let's get out of here, man." I go, "What's wrong, man?" He's like,
Look
I'm
around
pretty sure.
you.
I'm pretty sure this is full of Mexican cowboys and hookers."
Yeah, that was it.
That was the town.
Yeah.
Dude, there was just like a few motels and like an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
And something else. I think
Yeah.
another takeaway kind of place.
Oh, dirty.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
That's
because
it.
we got the little bobblehead.
Yeah. And we meant to go breakfast from there in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to find that bobblehead. I think I've still got it somewhere. But then, when we got to San Fran,
smell
our
cologne.
Our mate couldn't, pick up the
Cologne,
shade. Yeah. Our mate couldn't find a passport, so we were going to go to Cancun originally, but that's why we ended up going up north to San Fran. And then we're like, "Oh, what do we do? We've got
Sliding doors.
Look, what do we do? She's got to get back to Pennsylvania. Like, we've got to get back to New York. Like, fuck." So we ended up catching the red eye from
To
San
Washington.
Fran to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent a couple.
Oh, the flight was delayed. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already a late flight, and the flight just kept getting delayed, so we were taking in turns sleeping at the airport. Like, two of us would be asleep, one of us would be awake.
Yeah.
But, like, she was always
Keeping
asleep,
guard.
so it was
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and this guy just switching
Yeah.
shifts. And eventually it was like 3 a.m. or something. We finally
caught it.
caught a flight, landed in DC at like 6 a.m, 7. Cabbie got lost.
Yeah, because the accommodation we booked was like in the middle of the ghetto, Washington Heights.
We had no idea.
What was it called? Washington Heights?
Columbia Heights.
Columbia Heights.
Yeah.
Dude, we were in the ghetto. No, I'm not even like kidding you. Like, the hostel we stayed in didn't have signage or anything.
It looked like a halfway house, man. It
was.
looked just like a random...
We slept in the basement.
Yeah, we're in the basement.
We're in the basement, man.
hell?
I had
Yeah.
a little door I could go out so I can go for a smoke.
Yeah.
But that was about it. Like, it had like a small little like rape dungeon
We
window.
were actually in the basement. Now that man, I've not thought about that room since you just
we had the
mentioned it.
bunk beds.
Yeah, it was It was a bunk.
Yeah.
2 bunks in the basement. Yeah, and we managed to get
That's
our mate.
really messed up.
We managed to get our mate a room in like a woman's dorm, like
Yeah, we said,
upstairs.
go
like,
sleep
no,
upstairs.
go upstairs. Like fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
you're not in the general
Because
population with
anyone,
us.
anyone could have jumped the fence and come into the basement because it was very open.
Yeah,
I go.
it was just a house. It was like a 3-story house in somewhere in DC.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was fucked.
And that was
Shit,
fucked.
the basement,
basement,
man.
remember that shit?
It's like, where are the rooms? And he's leading us down the cellar. Like,
And we're like,
where are we
this guy
going?
looks at me and I'm like, where the fuck are we going, man? He's like, oh, this is your...
Oh, fuck.
Grab your bags. Oh, no, leave your bags. Yeah. You come and get them, we'll show you the accommodation. We're walking down. I'm like, where the fuck are we going?
I would have been thinking of that movie Hostel, where you get your fucking.
It was a hostel,
Yeah,
and
it was
fucked.
Dude, I honestly have not thought about that house.
Yeah.
That,
And
that
then
inside.
You blocked it
We
out.
walked to the train station because we wanted to go see the monuments.
Yeah,
right?
we'll go.
And we were walking through, man, and everyone looked like a Little Wayne, man.
Oh, no
Like,
shit.
no shit. We were
Gangster
the only
Central.
white dudes there.
Yeah.
Like, we were the
like
only white
legit,
dudes.
like legit, only white people.
Yeah.
And like us, you know what I mean?
Lucky you didn't get jumped.
Dude,
No, we were fine.
It was funny.
It
I
was-
remember I was wearing my Ass Man t-shirt, the Seinfeld Ass Man. So we're attracting attention. We're getting comments from like random dudes like on the street. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking idiot. Like, why am I wearing this? You know what I mean? That was
Washington's
fucked
a
up, man.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you've got the central district.
The nice bit.
Yeah. The what?
Didn't we meet up with Pitt's friend, the half Cherokee guy?
Oh, that was bad, dude. Like, yeah, us, we troll everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before we're meeting up. Like our mate had a friend of hers that she went to school with or something, and we're going to meet up with her friend. Like we're going to meet up with her friend and her friend's partner, right? Some dude. So we're asking about the dude. Like, oh, who's the dude?
good
Who are they? Like,
good
you know,
state.
Like, yeah, they're
One of those guys.
Oh, one of those guys.
Like, so me and this guy fully racially profiled this guy. Not racially, just like profiled him before we even met him.
you
Like,
do.
oh yeah. Yeah. What does he do? He's in a band? What does he study? Like, we had it down to a T. It was fucking hilarious.
And you got him.
And
You
then
got
the
him.
final one was, I bet you he's part native. Actually, he is. Like, part Cherokee.
She's like, how did you do that? Don't worry about me,
And
man.
then when we met him, he's like, oh yeah, this is Glenn. We're like, hey. I'm like, I just looked at him. I started laughing.
Hi.
Bye.
Me and this guy just started laughing. Like,
Kissing
just to
ourselves,
ourselves. Like, oh fuck. That's another thing I forgot. I'm gonna look at the photos.
Dude, I go through them every now and then.
I'm pretty sure I would have those photos
We
somewhere. Like, as
ended
in-
up in San Fran. We ended up in the hills, Oakland. Like we ended up
Oh,
in
yeah,
the hills.
'cause we were looking for trees. Our mate, like, just wanted to find some
Because it
native
was
tree
so
that was like
hot and it was
2,000 years old.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are these trees like? She goes, they're pretty big. I'm like, okay. We're driving through Oakland, like, on the way to Oakland from San Fran, like, over the bridge.
She was taking us up these hills, and we're like, "You're gonna kill us, aren't you?"
Seriously, we're in the mountains for like an hour just driving. I'm like, dude, where are these trees? We would have seen them by now. Eventually, like, man, these trees are pretty big. Let's just get out.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I'm serious.
I got out. I was dying for a smoke. I was like, "Let me out of the car, man."
And then, yeah, we had to get back for the to get to the airport for that flight. We didn't even have a flight yet because
Nah.
we hadn't booked anything. And like, we better get out of here.
We dropped the car off
and then
at
we
San
realized,
Fran
we
airport.
realized we're nearly in Oakland. I'm like, oh, fuck this, man. We just survived Watts and Compton. We're not going to go to Oakland on the other side of the bay. Like, forget that.
Honestly, that was the coolest trip ever, man.
Oh,
Then we
it
went back
sounds
to New
like
York.
Yeah. The fight, like, someone said to me, who did I say it to? I remember it was in DC. They said, "Did you go to the what monuments did you go to?" And we went to like the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, like all that, because it's all like bunched together. You can more or less just walk, the distance. I saw the White House literally in the morning. We're at the bus stop waiting to catch like a Greyhound back to New York. And I'm like, fuck, we need like coffee, food, something, because we haven't had anything to eat. I ran down the street like full belted at 7 in the morning. People must have thought I was a crackhead. Like I was just running. Ran into this like, you remember like the cafes of the David Joneses? Like those glorious food worlds?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's all like boutique?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I was
man.
running there like
Yeah.
shorts, dirty wife beater, like red eyes, like, and just,
Did you still have the hat on?
That hat travels everywhere, man.
I've still got it. I've still got it somewhere. It's probably at my mum's. I'm telling you. It's probably still in my old room.
Wear it in one day.
Yeah, I think it's crushed. I actually think it's like all squashed. But I remember like ordering these, like just food, because it's really weird, because like every country, like they got different, what's that?
San Diego, the picture I took of you in the morning.
Oh, you look so skinny.
Yeah.
Dude, we hadn't eaten.
Yeah, all we'd done was drink for 2.5
Like,
weeks, man.
That trip ruined it for me. As
Yeah,
in, like,
that was the end
drinking.
of my liver. That was it.
Yeah.
That was
New York, we didn't sleep.
That's me a tissue, brother.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I remember buying this food in this cafe, like trying to order. They couldn't even, they didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like trying to get a normal coffee, like they don't have normal coffee, you know, it's all just coffee. But then I remember on the way back out, I was running, and I just stopped, like as I left the door, like I've got all these bagels and food and shit in my hands, I'm running out the door, and I've just planted my feet, I've turned my head, and just seen the White House.
Yeah.
Like literally like 500 metres from me, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then just
Oh, there
ran
it
back,
is.
go back to that, like, yeah, I just saw the White House. Okay. Just got back on the bus and fell asleep.
This
You
picture,
don't care about it.
that's 3 PM, man, San Diego. Fucking hammered, man.
I thought they were Foster's for a
Dude, at the
second.
taco place.
Oh, yeah, that's when we said we'd stop drinking.
Yeah. We walked in there, we're like, we're just getting something to eat, no alcohol.
Yeah,
we saw
we-
guys drinking beer, that fuck it. This guy goes, comes back.
Because we were getting fish tacos. We walked all over San Diego looking for fish tacos. We've walked into that joint, and me and him were like, seriously, like, we've got to stop drinking. We have to stop drinking. Like, we have to stop. We've walked in, we've ordered the meals, like big, greasy, fried meals. And then all these Mexicans just sitting there, like, having their...
Coopers
like,
Light.
Yeah, like their Friday night drinks with their massive... what was it called? Cores and shit. Like,
Yeah.
the big cans.
Like, fuck these cunts,
Yeah,
man.
and they're just looking at me like, what are you going to have to drink? Fuck this, man. We've got 2 of those Corona things.
Yeah, each.
Dude, we sculled them in like 35 minutes. We drank
Smash
2 of those,
tacos,
like,
smash
a
the
litre and a
beers.
half, man, of like alcohol in like 35 minutes.
You're driving
Yeah,
again.
she's looking at us. She's looking at us.
We walked in, we're like, look,
Yeah,
we'll
if
take
I'm
some
going to drive,
driving.
if I'm going to drive,
I'm not
I
going
have
to
to stop drinking.
This guy comes back with 4 cans of Corona. Pete, you're driving. Sorry, Pete.
That's mad.
We're honestly, man, that was a sick trip, man.
Nah, that was
Jealous,
fucked
I'm
up.
jealous.
And back to New York, and like, it was just amazing. And then we spent a night in Germany on the way to Greece.
Oh, yeah, the stopover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Night in
fucked.
Germany.
Welcome to Frankfurt.
Yeah, dude, we
Cheers
got
and bratwurst.
basically because we got to stop at my travel agent. She was the best, man. Voss the boss. Remember?
Oh, Voss,
the
yeah.
boss. I'd gone with her for like all the trips I'd done before that.
To South Africa, she was
Dude,
awesome, man.
She ended up like this was peak season. We got like a ticket to the States and then a ticket to Europe, and then like I got another domestic flight attached to it for like 1,600 including insurance.
She looked after
it was
us.
peak season.
She looked after us
yeah,
big time, man.
But she called me up. She just says, "Listen, if you guys want to take a layover in Germany, you get like $400 knocked off your ticket, like something stupid."
Done.
And I'll go,
Deal.
layover? Okay, she's, yeah, it's 10 hours before your next flight. So basically you'll have time to go to a hotel,
Actually sleep.
Yeah, sleep, shower, and go back to the airport. Okay, what's a room cost near the airport? She's like, oh, she found like a Mercure, like a chain right next to the airport, like a K out by bus for like €50 or whatever it is, like nothing.
But that was fuck all.
Called him up. I'm like, hey man, do you want to have a layover in Frankfurt? Okay, we'll save like $500. That'll be all our accommodation, like for one of the weeks. Do it, done. Like didn't even question it. Like easy.
What a mad chick to like hooking you up like that.
Yeah, she was the best like that, man. She was honestly the best travel agent I've ever had in my entire life, man. Just knew.
Yeah.
Just knew.
Looked after us big
Instinct,
time, man.
instinct. That's what it was, man.
And we got good flights out too. We had Singapore Airlines.
Oh yeah, man. We
had
could fly
proper
budget.
Weren't playing budget.
Yeah.
No. She put us on good airlines, man. It was fucking.
Jesus, you know that was like 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. Can you believe it? Fuck. Time flies.
I remember you telling me about it when you got back, and it doesn't seem that long ago.
Dude, 5.5.
5.5 years, man.
That means, Afghanistan was 6.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then,
Sunrise, sunset.
oh man,
We're still wasting our lives, man.
we're the last.
I love it.
I'm married.
He's married. He's got like a 3-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, we're wasting our lives. We've done nothing in 5 years. That's fucked up. That time flies though, man. Like that
man.
5 years. Like 5 years. I still remember my last day at work on that day before, like, because we left on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
I remember my last day
We
at
look
work.
so fresh.
Dude, I remember the last day. I remember for
Fresh-faced.
one reason. Because I had the last order of the day and I dropped the pallet. Like, the pallet, actually, like, I'd stacked it up. Everyone was giving me shit.
Oh, your good
'Cause I was-
your farewell gift.
Yeah,
just to
I was
fucking-
trying to get out. It was 10 to 6, and I stacked the last job of the day, and everyone just died laughing. I remember everyone jumped on board, like, "No, let's get this guy out of here. Like, he's got to leave." But yeah, that's why I remember it. That's why it's so vivid, still in my memory, man.
Dude, we're gonna go through the things one day, man.
The photos. I still need all your photos from that trip.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
I've
had the
got
Sony camera that
Yeah.
you didn't have the USB thing for.
I've got everything from Vegas to LA. I got the Grand Canyon. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went everywhere.
I'll have to go have a look through those one day. That'd be cool to go
Oh,
through.
dude, I've got some on my Facebook as well. I got New York to Philly. We went to Philly.
Oh yeah, for the day. We're there for the day.
Did you get one of those Philadelphia fucking
cheesesteaks.
cheese
Fucking
steaks?
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I
we did.
want one so
Yeah.
bad.
It was really nice.
Do you know what?
I just went to go see the Rocky statue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ran the
This guy did the steps.
Yeah, the steps.
I've actually got it on my camera, the video.
Did you do a bit of shadow boxing in front of the?
Yeah, man,
Of
dude.
course. Yeah. Silly question.
Why? You know what's fucked? I remember Philly pretty well, but the one thing I think about Philly, I think about Is it National Treasure? Yeah,
The bell
Nick Cage,
tower and
yeah,
stuff.
the Liberty Bell and all that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
When I watch that movie, I just think of Philly, but then I remember I think of Nicolas Cage. It's like I've forgotten the entire, like the whole thing of Philly, just because of Nick Cage.
You just see Cage's face now when you think of it.
Are they making a third one? I think they're talking about making a third one.
I think you and I were talking about it a little while back.
Yeah.
Like we're getting excited for it.
I remember you got a boner telling me about that movie, man. Because we were talking about Cage movies like 3 years ago.
You love Nicholas, don't you?
Yeah, it's like, have you seen National Treasure? I'm like, no, what's that? It's like, oh, man.
You know why? You know why? Because I was like balls deep in conspiracies at that point,
Yeah.
and then I saw that movie and I was just like, oh my
It's
god.
like Nick Cage in a conspiracy theory movie about the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Done.
Dude, that's boner material all the way.
Yeah, man.
You're all over that.
They're actually really good movies, both of them.
Oh, they're great.
They're
Yeah,
great.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Do I have? I'm pretty sure I have. I know I watched it when it was on TV the last time. I actually sat there. I'm like, hey, this is only about, not even a fifth of the way in. I'm watching it. Done.
I love the old man as well, John Voight.
John Voight's underrated, man.
He's awesome, dude.
What is he? John Voight has been in some
Voight.
pretty massive things, man. Like, as in, he's been in some pretty iconic films, like, through time, but he just sort of slips under the radar because he's not like you think about like Godfather, right?
Yeah.
You've got what's the other dude that we always forget? We mentioned him once on a podcast like ages ago, and that's because we struggled to remember his name.
Nick Nolte.
No.
Robert Redford.
No. Think of the Godfather cast.
Yeah.
He plays Tom. He plays the adopted son, their adopted brother. Think about it. I keep forgetting this guy's name, and then we'll just...
Godfather 1.
I'm going to say something right now. You guys will probably jump on me. I've never even really watched the Godfather movies.
None of them?
Nah.
Really?
Nicholas is staring at me like he wants to kill me right now.
Yeah, look, it's the first one. You have to watch the first
You know how
one.
there's some of those movies...
Even the first two. Just watch the first two,
Okay.
and you'll just
I'll
watch
be
it.
honest, I don't think I've ever stayed awake through the second one because it's always, like, whenever it was on TV or something, it'd be really late.
You have to watch the original at least.
Yeah,
man.
but
Like,
the
you've gotta
original,
watch-
man, I've watched that, time and time again.
Yeah. You know how there's...
That's just one of those movies you need to watch,
Yeah.
man.
But you know how there are some of those old movies you just never get around to seeing?
Yeah, yeah.
They're one of them. Like, I'll do it one day, but...
Yeah, but dude, I've never seen Lion King.
No,
Oh, The Lion King.
about-
Me and Indy watched that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Robert Duvall.
Yeah, Robert Duvall, man.
Oh, Duvall.
Like, he's in Falling Down, you know what I mean? But Robert Duvall got, like, a lot of credit. John Voight, I feel
Oh,
like...
in Falling Down, he's the cop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, John Voight, I feel like, has been in, like, a bunch of big movies, but just falls under the radar. Like, he's in Heat. John Voight is in Heat. Isn't he? He's like one of the Informers or whatever
Pretty sure,
he is.
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's in some of the big movies. He's in Zoolander. Oh, it's his dad.
Oh, yeah, his dad. Come back to me in
Just a
5
cool
years.
minor, not a film and television actor. Dude, he's Angelina Jolie's oh man.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's John Voight.
Weird. That's weird, man.
It's John Voight. John Voight is a name I want to pull out at a party if someone says and be like, oh, so what kind of movies do you like? Who's your favourite? Like, John Voight. What?
John Voight movies are my favourite.
Why?
I think he was in the movie Anaconda, and he got bit by the anaconda. And he looked so fucking ugly when all poison got through his body and his face went all swollen and shit.
Oh, that's with makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez movie.
I'm pretty sure he was in
Anaconda,
that.
They did
Yeah.
a remake of Anaconda.
Yeah, they did. It was just hopeless.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah, we mentioned it once in a we did we came
I think
full
we did.
circle because I said wasn't we were slamming it about some actor, Ice Cube,
Yeah, maybe.
and I said wasn't J-Lo or who was the other from Fast and Furious? What's her name?
Rodriguez.
Yeah, wasn't she in the Anaconda movie?
She was in the second one, I think. the
Yeah,
remake.
we'd come full circle in another episode. And
Yeah.
John Voight.
He just looks like your filthy uncle. Like, that one that will be the first one to give you alcohol, the first one to
First time to pull your pants down.
You're disgusting.
I love you're the one.
Why?
Uncle Bully.
Why?
Uncle Bully.
Always go to that, man.
Hey, I got something to ask you really quickly.
No.
Dude, can I ask you? Hang on, I'm going to cut you off. Why are you wearing a beanie? It's 100 degrees.
It's fucking hot.
Okay, you know what? I'm coming back to that.
It's cold.
I'm circling this because I was going to mention it because it was something that pissed me off, but now you've pissed me off as well.
Alright.
Cold! You're wearing a skivvy and a t-shirt, and you got a t-shirt underneath.
Hang on, I'm not wearing a skivvy.
Oh, not a skivvy. A long sleeve.
I'm not wearing a turtleneck.
turtleneck.
Yeah, long sleeve.
A long sleeve top with a t-shirt and a t-shirt. You better have a singlet underneath that as well.
It's not that hot, man.
Wait, you didn't answer his question.
No, I don't think so.
He does have a fucking singlet.
A little wife beater bonds her. Just
There it is, boys.
Dude, that's 4 layers of clothing.
And
dying here.
I'm so tanned at the moment, and the grey singlet looks really
I'm ready
nice
to rip
on
off my
skin.
jeans.
I'm circling my point just because of your fucking beanie.
I had to ask you something, right? You know, at work, like, we always do stupid shit to each other when we see each other, like, stupid moves or whatever.
You mostly just groping.
Yeah, a lot of groping.
My go-to is the backhanded flick across the groin with the back of the hand.
So, I normally have a really good memory with things, right? But then some things are just fuzzy in my memory, like... And I remember someone at work doing this move, right? And I'm pretty sure it was you. I just want you to clarify it. I hope it was you. But it was like you'd see me and you'd do like this butt wiggle and then like kick it off to the left.
Oh,
Was that you?
Yeah, it was me, you, Lexi as well.
Yeah, it was you though, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'd do like a standing, like if you're standing upright, yeah, you sort of,
Sway your hips left to right using your
we
ass.
didn't even sway. We just sort of,
It's all ass. It's all ass movement.
it's all ass. Basically, you just sort of half squat, like as in you just, like you were going to do a twerk or something, and then when you come up, you bounce. We'd bounce one of our hips towards one
Yeah,
side.
Dim always did it the best. Kick it off to
Me,
the
you
left.
and- me,
That
you and
was
Lexi.
Yeah, I think it kept popped into my mind the other
That
night.
was
I was
years
like,
ago. That
I was
was-
like, who was that? Was that Dim? I hope that was Dim. I have
Yeah,
to
it was
ask
me,
you.
you, and your brother, man.
Yeah.
We did that like back at the
was funny.
probably the
Fuck, dude.
first year of us working, man.
You'd full get into it. Your hands would go up over your head. You'd like look over the side of your shoulder.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what your brother would do? He'd full like do groin thrusts.
oh yeah, totally.
Like driving along in a transporter.
Just thrusting like a maniac.
Dude, it's a warehouse full of men. Like there are no women in our side.
You guys are thrusting.
the guys are thrusting, groping, like just.
Sounds like Johnny's kind of place.
Oh, lots
Oh,
of
man.
gay humour.
Like as in like
I started a lot of it.
Like if they were on a pole, like on a stripper pole, and they were just like doing the grind,
Just gyrating.
Yeah, or gyrating around the pole. It's fucking wrong, man.
Johnny's all over it, man.
Alex did that in Thailand as well. We got really drunk one night and went to like those ping pong shows.
Yeah.
And Alex got up on the pole and he was just like holding his body weight up and like spinning around and shit. Fuck, it was so
Are you
funny.
serious?
Yeah, it was so funny. And he had his top off and he was like thrusting up against the pole. It was fucking so funny.
People throw money at him.
Nah. I was laughing at him.
This lily white boy, like, dude,
White ass.
he's the whitest kid, mate. He looks so innocent as well, because he's got that baby face. Just been getting, like, taken advantage of by, like, these Thai madams. Nah, this is what I was going to say about the hipster thing, man. I was just, like, okay. What was yesterday's weather like, man?
Beautiful.
Cold, hot, warm?
It was warm,
Actually-
overcast, with a bit of wind.
I actually slept all day yesterday because I did midnight shift.
So, like you did.
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
that's
shit
right.
day.
'Cause I got to work, I saw your name on the roster, it said 5 a.m. you'd finished. And I started
The
at
day
6.
before was beautiful.
I'd done like 3 consecutive days of night shift and I'd got like an average of 2 hours sleep for each day.
That's fucked.
So yesterday I just passed out all day. It was like 10 hours
Yeah,
sleep.
that happens, man.
Yeah.
Your immune system, man, I can't believe it's actually holding up, because that's, like, fucked up. Dude, I was driving along yesterday, I was going to, where was I going? I was going to a meeting with my mum, and I've got, like, the windows down, I'm wearing, a T-shirt, and I'm sweating through it, like, I was dying, man. This is what I saw walk, like, across the road, like, I was at the lights. Look at this.
What in the fuck is that?
Let me see. Oh, God.
Dude, it was fucking hot yesterday.
Dude, I was dying.
Has he got like a bandana over his face as well as the beanie?
She
No, that's
wearing
his
one-
beard.
Wait a second, can I see that again? Is she wearing one shoe?
Yeah, sure, I think she's coming out of, like, a clinic, like a hospital or something. I was pretty sure it was parked opposite, like, a hospital.
Oh, yeah, she got like a cast on one foot or something?
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to clarify for everyone listening. I was just sitting there at the lights, like, dying, like, wiping my sweat with my sleeves. Like, it was stupid. The hipster thing has gone too far, man. I thought of you.
I called it.
I thought of you.
I told you
There's
guys,
a
man.
dude, he literally has the hair and the beard of, Tom Hanks of
Grizzly Adams.
Castaway.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like, literally, the beard is down to his freaking, like, chest.
Yeah.
Hair, like,
Are they dreadlocks? Are they thick red
just
dreadlocks?
thick red hair.
Yeah.
Like, stupid. Like, I'm talking like it
Hasn't
looks
washed
like,
it.
yeah.
Like heavy metal hair.
He's
long.
got shorts. He's got shorts and his socks pulled up, but he's wearing a beanie, like a woolen beanie.
Yeah, it's like a full snow beanie.
yeah,
Yeah.
a full snow beanie.
Like,
Why?
well, you know my
At
thoughts
what
on
point-
hipsters.
At what point do the accessories like just die in the ass?
No, because we go to shop at Salvation Army and we get whatever we can.
Man.
And I'm all for going to their shops and just, helping out and stuff. But these cunts are taking it too far, man.
Dude.
I'm putting a stop to
A
it.
fucking snow beanie. A snow beanie in one of the hottest days the month. Like, it was on record. Last night was one of the hottest nights we've ever had. Like,
Yeah, man.
the lowest temperature last night didn't drop to 27.
Dude, I didn't sleep with a blanket.
Yeah, I
just
was
slept-
lying there in
Yeah.
front of the fan. Yeah. 27 degrees, man.
You had the aircon on last night. I didn't feel it.
Yeah, and this guy's wearing a snow beanie with shorts. Oh man, I want to kill myself. I'm sitting there at the lights, just like ready to
You should
like,
just jump out and bash him.
I want to jump out and scream someone to death, man.
I called it.
People are losing their minds. People are absolutely losing their minds.
Yeah, the thing's, it's gone too far now.
Yeah, man.
Like, we understand you're a hipster. We understand you haven't washed in 4 weeks. We understand that you've got long hair and a beard.
Yeah,
you know.
you know, I was on my way. I was on my way to what area is it? Not Camberwell, not Kew.
Baldwin.
Nah. I found. Let me ask you guys a question. This is something I was going to ask you guys. If you could pick any suburb in Melbourne to live in, where would you live in?
That's a
Because everyone say, oh, you know, Chelsea by the beach,
All right.
Toorak with
Yeah,
the
okay.
mansions,
Okay.
whatever. Honestly, where would you love to actually ideal place to live in Melbourne?
I've got
And don't they say farmland?
okay, no.
Move away from the farm dream.
Melbourne. What Melbourne?
Okay,
It's just-
apart from country Victoria.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
get that out, because that's my... Okay.
So apart from Colac, where else would you like to live?
Honestly, I'd like to be near a beach. I'd probably go Mount Martha on the cliff tops.
Okay, why is this guy just sat back?
Were you
Just
gonna
put
say
his
that?
arms above his head.
That's my suburb, I was going to say.
Mount Martha?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I like my area, but you go a little bit further out and it's just beautiful,
Yeah.
man. Because you got the hills and shit.
Because
the beach
Michael
just
lives in
there.
Mount Eliza,
Yeah.
but he said he'd love to go to Mount Martha, but it's a bit too far for him.
Yeah, I love Mount Eliza as well.
Yeah.
Mount Eliza's just a
Oh,
fucking...
dude,
it's a
his
cool
house,
vibe.
right? And then you walk 2 houses down and it's the beach.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, my uncle had a house in Mount Martha, right in the hills.
Like
beautiful.
that there, I could easily.
Yeah, you can
Because-
you can see Safety Beach from his house.
Yeah.
Like he's on the actual mountain.
Yeah.
But if you go down like 5 minutes by car,
Yeah.
you can
in
be on
those
the beach.
mountains, like around the streets, it's just so nice and shaded, and,
And just
it's
calm,
just beautiful, man.
and
Calm,
It's a
and
mountain.
peaceful.
It's
beautiful.
a legit mountain
Yeah.
with roads and houses built into it.
That's where I would live.
Okay.
Tim's like, I'd live in Seaford.
Are you thinking like Camberwell? Because I used to work that. I love that area too. Camberwell's a nice area. And
I found
Kew
a
and-
nicer area than Camberwell. Brothers, I'm telling you,
Hawthorne.
Surrey Hills.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Man,
Surrey Hills kills it, man.
I had to go around like a long way to get through past like where I was
It's
yesterday.
like right next to Camberwell.
And I
Surrey
just took a
Hills.
left. I'm like, forget the main road. There's roadworks going, whatever. So I just took a left, like anywhere. All of a sudden, I'm just driving in my thing as well, my head hanging out, work gear, like just looking around. It felt like Connecticut. It felt like those like.
peaceful little street with the trees on either side,
Yeah,
going over the road.
exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Like
I
in
know.
the States,
It's, yeah.
when you watch those movies in the middle of the day,
In the
Yes.
midday movies.
yeah, and these kids are like
Playing
got the
ball.
tree, got the tree swing with
Yeah, yeah.
the wheel.
The American flag
Pleasantville.
is hanging
yeah,
off the...
yeah.
Pleasantville style. Yeah.
Bad,
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And it was all hilly as well.
Yeah.
And it just windy roads and just picket fences and like old, like estate houses, like old school houses, man. But they just looked. It sort of looked like
Most of them inside are just absolutely renovated beautifully.
Yeah.
Like, because I used to do a lot of deliveries when I worked at JB, like setting up home
Can you
theatres and
imagine
shit.
him setting up home theatres for
Oh,
JB?
Dude, like, I went into so many houses around Surrey Hills, Baldwin, and some of the places I went into, oh my god.
Because they're the people that would pay to have someone actually set it up. I'd come home and tear my hair out for like 4 days straight.
Yeah.
Why isn't this receiver working? The sub's just not syncing up. You know what I mean? But some stuffy dude in Surrey Hills just throws a 50 at the guy, like,
Yeah.
do it.
All right, out of curiosity, I've got realestate.com.
Yeah.
Let me find you a house.
Here's my pipe dream just flushed down the toilet.
I actually went to Jeffrey Rush's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
Did he take advantage
Yeah,
of
I
you?
mean, huh?
Did he take advantage of you? What were you there?
Jeffrey Rush? Of all people, Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah, Jeffrey Rush. He lives near there.
Why?
He's got a TV set up, like full setup and shit.
But why did you go there?
Set up the
Wait,
TV.
so you're responsible for Jeffrey Rush's TV setup?
And you cut that too. I was like, damn that little bastard!
Just picture Jeffrey Rush has not had decent reception for the last 5-6 years. I just see you sitting there helping yourself to like a bowl of mince.
Don't even ask. I don't even ask.
He leaves to take a piss. You're like hoarding fruit into your pockets. You're filling up your...
Man, his fruit looks really nice.
Yeah, man.
Can I tell you, it's,
Fresh fruit?
it's not as, like, expensive as I thought it would be. It's expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's like, you know, you're looking at a brand new...
I love how we just... You've just gone... You couldn't even get the words out.
You're looking at looking here at a... Well, look, 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage, double story for 1.9. But we're
1.9.
talking
5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms. It's a big
Rent
property.
them out for $500,000 a year.
Yeah, man. But you can get yourself a shack. It's not even a shack. It's actually got a pool and everything. It's pretty cool.
Dude, that's a mansion.
That's a nice
For
house.
900,000.
Are you joking?
Nah, man.
Looking at that house in that
All
picture,
right,
I'd
boys.
assume it to be more than that.
300 each.
That's $900,000.
Yeah, man. Look at
No.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's an estate.
Yeah, man.
If I had to guess, looking at that picture, I would have said like 1.2.
1 point something.
You've got a
Yeah.
barbecue area with a pool.
Dude, that's massive.
That's a
It's near
beautiful house.
Wattle Park. That
What else?
park there.
Oh, that main one. I always used to think it
Camden
was
High
haunted.
School for Johnny.
What?
Yeah, dude,
Oh, you mean
Wattle Park.
yeah.
Wattle Park. Have you ever driven past Wattle Park at night? At night? Hey, seriously.
That's alright.
I'm being serious. Have you ever driven past Wattle Park at night?
I didn't even know it existed until I just saw the photo.
Surrey Hills, man, was always a suburb I'd get lost in the middle of the night because I'd either drop off Mona. She lived in Kew, or when she was at her parents in Donny. And I'd always be coming back from the north or something, and I'd get off the freeway by accident, either because I needed fuel, and I'd be like, where the hell am I? And I'd end up at Wattle Park. Every time, I'd end up at Wattle Park, like on the side of the street, try and get Google Maps to work on my phone, because I got sick of driving around in circles. You know what I mean? Wattle Park is creepy, man. Like, it's creepy. Do you know why it's creepy? Because it looks empty. I don't trust that it's empty, but it looks empty.
I don't trust it
in the middle of the night. You do why? Because in
I
Clayton,
can feel the eyes staring at me.
in Clayton or Noble, like in these areas,
There's always
someone
in there.
Someone floating around.
Some sort of deal going down somewhere.
Like you feel like there's a crowd in the middle of the night at a park in Clayton, but there it actually feels empty, man. But I've still got the suspicious, lingering in the back of my
Going, I
head.
wonder what's in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why.
Dude, I remember when I was at JB, like around that area, I'd have to drive out to Keilor sometimes to go to the JB Hi-Fi store in Keilor.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like a completely different world. Like,
Yeah.
I used to feel just so disgusting going out to Keilor.
I actually found a nice little cul-de-sac right in the hood. Probably about 3-4 weeks ago, man. I was driving back from somewhere. I was driving down Blackie Road, and instead of taking a left, going to go down Wellington Road and sort of hit back like to these suburbs, I went straight and I turned off some random side street. I'm thinking, like this should eventually get to Clayton or Springy or wherever the hell I was going. I ended up going down these back streets, and I realised they were right behind Monash University. Have you ever been in the streets directly behind Monash Uni?
Is that
No, I haven't
is
actually.
that considered like what suburb is that?
It's
though?
Clayton.
It's actually considered as Clayton.
Yeah, it's northern Clayton.
So you're talking like Stockdale Avenue and stuff?
Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
past North Road,
Yeah.
past Princess Highway.
Oh, to the right.
Yeah,
And to the as in left is Oakley East,
yeah,
and to the right is still Clayton.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Stockdale Avenue and stuff.
Where Monash Uni is, but
Yeah.
the back ends of them.
It's actually-
it's in between.
Yeah.
It's in between Blackie Road, Wellington Road, and
Dude, it's actually a nice area.
Dude, the outside of it
Looks fucked.
Like no. The outskirts of it, like as in the areas closest to the main roads,
Yeah.
they look nice and redeveloped because they were big plots of land. They just bulldozed and started building all those new townhouses.
You've been to the back end?
Have you been to the back end directly next to the uni? It looks exactly what you'd think. Dude. I'm dying because I can't remember. I was driving through and I was cranking this track. Oh, I remember what I was cranking. Oh.
Were there people looking out the window, putting their noses up in the air at you?
Dude, I was driving. I was driving through middle of the day, and it was just bad, man. Because it's right next to the uni. It's exactly the houses that you'd think would be right next to a uni. Basically, they're all no. They're all student houses. As in, everyone that was walking the streets, they were all like international students. A lot of Asians. You know what I mean? And no one looked like they had any money for food or like anything because they were like uni students. But the houses, man, some of the most dilapidated crack dens you've ever seen in your life that looked like they had like 80 people living in them. I'm talking like these places were in ruins, man. Like they look like legit crack dens, but they're not. They're just next. It's because the landlords were like, "Damn, we don't need to do shit. We're never going to be out of rent." Dude, as I was driving through, this is what I was listening to.
When that window roll down and that AK come out, you can squeeze your little
I like the song.
handgun until you run out. Then you can run for your backup.
So picture my car just snaking through these streets.
Yeah, you the resident dealer coming through.
I felt so sus.
Who runs that neighbourhood?
Yeah.
go against when you fuck.
Wears his Warriors vest while he's doing it.
Dude, either that or it was like DA, like I had like an FBI, like yeah, like I got one of those. You know Michael Keaton's jacket in that movie. Is it Out of Sight? He plays like I think it's Out of Sight.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar to me. Out of Sight.
Yeah, George Clooney.
Let me have a look.
J-Lo, George Clooney, I think.
George Clooney and Michael Keaton.
Yeah, there's a movie where Michael Keaton plays an FBI dude, and he's in Jackie Brown as an FBI guy, but then he's in another one. Same thing.
Don't know it.
Is it I think it's Out of Sight.
I'm on it.
Suss it out, man.
Talking about Field of Dreams. I know it's Kevin Costner.
Holy shit, Mocking's 65, huh?
Yeah, man. I saw him in the what's it called?
He made that new movie, that Macca's movie.
Yeah, I saw it.
Any good?
Yeah,
Pretty good?
really, really good.
Me and Ren wanted to go see
What's the
it.
Macca's movie? What?
It's called
The Founder.
The Founder. It's a story about McDonald's and how it became a franchise, and then how like the whole thing went down.
Oh, really? Is it just new?
Yeah, it only came out maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh, cool. And you've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I saw it opening week.
He shattered because you didn't invite him.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh.
Sorry.
He's
How
like,
many- how many movies have
I
you
love it.
invited me
I love
to?
it. Is it a new movie? Oh,
I've been busting his balls to watch the
No, not even an invite.
season of The Witch with Nicolas Cage. I've had that DVD for like 7 years.
the movie's called Out of Sight, yeah?
Yeah.
Not even that I wanted to be invited, but you could have told me about it. Like, I saw this
It
cool
didn't come
fucking...
up. What? It didn't come up. We're too busy talking about your cock rings.
Oh, yeah. I do like talking about my cock rings.
You're an idiot.
I've actually got another story for you boys.
Oh, don't. Please don't.
You're right.
Am I?
Out of Sight, made in 1998. Right?
Mate.
Don't
mess with the
Just because you got a hard on for Keaton.
Oh.
George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, Ving Rhames. Yeah.
Yeah.
Albert Brooks, Don Cheadle.
What was the point of that? You were dressed like him?
Yeah,
from the movie?
in that movie.
This guy!
Yeah, Don Cheadle, man. He's
Oh, wait,
in
is
heaps
that
of
that
movies.
guy I thought it was?
Yeah, he's in Iron Man.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's in Iron Man 2.
That guy's fucking so funny.
Yeah, he's in Ocean's 11.
Benchwarmers.
He's got the worst accent in Ocean's 11.
I love him in Benchwarmers.
The point was, is in that movie, Michael Keaton plays like like an FBI guy, but he walks into like a first meeting with Clooney, and he's wearing like a big jacket with big letters FBI on the back. He's like, you know, like not inconspicuous. Like, what are you? I'm FBI. Like, yeah, fair enough.
I love Keaton.
Keaton's the best, man. He's got the most charisma, like, period.
One of those jackets.
Yeah, man. DEA.
Remember him in Batman 1? Oh, so good.
Yeah, man.
You always bring that movie out. You love it, don't you?
It's like one of my childhood
Do
classics.
you sit there
Batman
and just like
1.
play with yourself to that movie?
Yeah. No, I used to play
You guys
with
are
Kim
disgusting.
Basinger, actually.
You guys are both
Because
disgusting.
like, she was so hot like back in the day, Kim Basinger.
Do we have a single episode where we don't reference like masturbation or
No,
like you
it
know?
has, it has to be done.
Why?
It's a healthy part of society.
People are wrong. Actually, man,
It's not right.
I've been angry. I was at Chatty the other day, man. I nearly lost my shit. Chatty's fucked.
Dude, I hate it.
Let's finish this last little bit here.
Yeah, man. Relax. Man, we need to empty that ashtray, by the way. That's disgusting.
I'd blame Trollman for that.
Dude, I saw,
Clean up your filth, Trollman.
man, Chatty, like car park.
Slop child.
I remember he said it, like car parks just change him. You know, like you just lose your shit in
I
the car
become
park.
the Incredible Hulk in the car park. Yeah.
Dude, I was at Chatty,
My girlfriend hates it.
was it yesterday or the day before? What day is it today? Today's
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I think it was Monday. I was at Chatty just briefly. I was in the car park. I'm just sitting there, and this spot, like, there's a guy leaving his spot, right? On the very corner, on the last bay,
Yeah.
where the turning point is, like a T intersection, right? So, like, there's cars going up and down in the car park, and then there's a T intersection. There's a guy just waiting, right, to turn into it. And there's a car behind him, and then there's me. I'm just sitting there like, this guy's already got his indicator out, whatever. So the guy that's at the closest to the bay, waiting for the spot, he pulls out in front of it, as in veers left onto the T intersection to give the guy room to reverse out and leave. While he's pulled out onto the T intersection just waiting, the guy in front of me just fucking just jumps right in, man. And I mean, like,
Just like
slams it
instant.
just instant, switches the engine off and jumps out, him and his mate. I'm just sitting there. I was getting ready to open a bag of chips, so I'm like, oh, here we go, man. This is going to be hilarious. Most dog move I've ever seen in my life. It was bad. Like, it was rat. There was no like, middle ground of, like,
For
debating.
you not to take it, it's like,
I was just sitting there just watching, like, oh, this is going to be fucking funny. Man, the guy jumped out. It was like this old, like, South Asian dude, like Indian dude. And the two guys at Park, they were Indian. They were young, though. They were P-platers. And then just, like, he's literally just going, and then just jumped out, like, not even, like,
go, go, go.
yeah, like, not even debating it. The guy jumps out and goes, what the fuck are you taking my parking spot? And the guy responded, I couldn't even understand what he was saying, but he was just like gesturing to the car, like, oh, I've parked, what? And I'm just looking at him like, you got some balls. If that was me, man, and someone took my spot, I swear to God, like, something would happen. Yeah, go, enjoy your shop.
Go enjoy your shop.
Come back, your tyres would both be flat, like, is he not punctured, but
Dude,
just flat down to the middle,
yeah,
man.
I would have opened up his fuel container and just put in sugar, salt.
Because it was got a cold. Dude, I don't believe in random malicious destructive behaviour, man, or vandalism or any of that. But that's what's it called? Non-violent protesting, man. Non-violent protest. You know what? No, fuck him. Like, it was bad.
Bust his towel out.
I don't know, man. Would you have gotten involved if that was you guys?
If I was you,
I was in a rush, and I just looked at him. I just couldn't be bothered because I know I would have gotten pretty verbal. Like I would have said something like "dickhead," like.
I stopped doing that now with Ren in the car.
Yeah,
because she doesn't like it. She's just like, we'll
just let it go.
But there's a couple of times where I put down the window and go, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Just because it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But even for someone else, like you're saying in that situation,
yeah.
I'll just go, "You're an idiot. Like, what's wrong with you?
You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah. There's like spots up there. Just go take that one. This guy's been indicating there for 10 minutes, waiting for this spot.
Man, I just looked at it. Any other day, man, I probably would have said something.
Because it's like, like that you wait and they put the pram in the back and you wait till they get the kid and this guy's waiting and this little shit comes and
dude, this guy literally just took it in one swoop. In the ignition off and he started walking off.
do you reckon he was definitely aware that the guy was waiting? Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if Dimmy didn't take it,
I was just sitting there. I was just waiting, like, whatever. Let's just make our way around.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've seen some fuck shit, dude. The same day I was in Waivos, I had the van pull up, man. The van of the white goods van.
Oh, yeah.
Just the white van just pulls up. These two young cunts, man. They were wogs. They were maybe 20. Young. Hey, bro, you want a good theatre system?
Oh, those guys.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I've got a good theatre system, man. Top of the line. Like, I'm good, man. Like, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Clayton, I used to get pulled over all the time, and especially when I had the R31, man.
They used to freak at the servos as well.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got any money. Oh, there's an ATM there.
Yeah.
Servo,
Some cash.
the servo here at BP.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Clayton.
yeah.
Standards, man.
Yeah.
all
Every
the
day.
time. All the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Like, well, you want one, man? It's good stuff. I go, dude, I've already got a theatre system. Put one in the bedroom. I go, I don't have one in the bedroom, man. He goes, oh, put it in the kitchen. Dude, I live in the studio. I don't even know why I was explaining. I'm like, I live in a studio apartment, dude. I got my kitchen and my lounge room in the same way. Put in the garage. You really want to get rid of this shit, don't you, man? Nah. Okay, forget it. Okay, thanks, Bart.
Fuck yeah, no.
Man, they're still around
now.
Yeah,
They've come back.
The drop shipment.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in ages, actually.
They're the worst. They're the worst fucking. It's the
Did
worst.
you do that job, Johnny?
Drop shipment.
Could you do that job? I couldn't do it.
No.
Go around trying to sell stuff to random, like on the street.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I got good stuff.
No
Man,
warranty,
fuck off,
cash
man.
only.
Yeah.
It's because it's drop shipment stuff. They get a big batch of the stuff in off a container.
Yeah.
They buy it for nothing, and then it's just cheap.
Audio Sonic.
Yeah, not even,
Yeah,
man.
not
it's
even,
brands
man.
you've never heard of.
Like, it'll cut out in a couple of months. Like,
Yeah.
there's no, like... And there's no warranty, so you can't take
All
it
the
back. You don't know who you
all
bought
the
it from.
tweeters just blow like in minutes. You know
So
what I
you're
mean?
pretty much buying the casing
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And that's not even that good.
Yeah, a lot of guys, man, I remember back in the day, they used to do scams where they were just buying the boxes, man.
Yeah.
A couple bricks in a box and that's it.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah.
Here's one that we've got, and here's the box of it, unopened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you report? Where do you find them? I don't know. I couldn't do that job, man, for one thing. If I knew, like, I don't want to be dishonest and selling dishonest shit,
yeah.
right? To, like, some old lady, has got no idea. Oh, yeah, I'm going to buy it for my son. The other thing is, if you sell someone a dodgy unit, you piss them off. Just happen to run into them again, man.
yeah,
They will
exactly.
find
Dude,
you.
Yeah.
if I bought a dodgy system off someone, then ran into the same van 2 years later somewhere, I'd be on.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be over.
It'd be my life's mission to find that guy.
Yeah, man.
I don't even care if it wasn't the same guy. I'd smash him up and the van.
Yeah.
Just to prove a point.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Go tell your boss. You know?
I know. That's why I was always sketchy about doing. That's probably the biggest thing that
Johnny would steal his van.
it holds me back from actually exploding on anyone in the street.
Yeah.
Because you never know who this lunatic's going to be.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like people like try and push me, and then I just like the fuse gets lit, the eyes just fire up, and they know, and they just step away.
They're like,
don't get involved. Yeah.
The beast is awake. I'll back
It's
away
the truth,
now.
man. You never know what's going to happen. You just get king. Some dude could just get king hit
Yep.
in the back of their head.
Yep.
It's true. It's true.
Seriously, man.
It's true.
You never know. You know. I don't know.
Hey, do you know what I watched last night?
Alright.
Which I don't normally like. Stand-up comedy.
Oh, really?
Like you love stand-up comedy, I know that. You
Yeah.
do as well. But I never something I never really watched that much. Like I love it.
Oh,
but
it's always on TV. Like on.
Yeah, I just see it when it's on normally. But
Actually, no, go. So
yeah,
make your
so
point.
last night I just put in one of my old hard drives. I was looking for a movie to watch, and there's a couple of stand-ups. Chris Rock.
Which one?
It was Never Scared.
Which one was that? Is it the one where he's wearing like all the black leather?
He's wearing like a purple sort of suit.
Oh, okay, I think I know which one it is, but I don't remember.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah,
he's so good. Like
Chris Rock
I've never really watched any of his stand-up, but it was really fucking good. He touched on all like these crazy issues, governments. It was just really good.
I don't like Chris Rock as an actor, as in I can't really think of too many
Yeah,
memorable
he's in like
movies.
Grown Ups and that. He's not that good.
Nah, dude, I watched Grown Ups in the cinemas, and I don't remember it at all. I do not remember it. The only thing I can remember Chris Rock actually being in was Dogma. You know, and that's because Kevin Smith is a great writer.
Yeah.
You know, and that part was literally written for Chris Rock. You know, but his stand-up is brilliant.
Dude, I had no idea. Like, a really good.
Really?
I was laughing. I loved it. I thought he's really, really good.
Stand-up is funny as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Decent comedians, man, and they're all politically aware, socially aware.
Yeah, I was so tired. I wanted to go to sleep, but I couldn't. I just kept watching him. He was really good.
You know how many hours I've spent just wasting time looking at YouTube clips, man, of like all the comedians, man. That's mostly what I do. All my money's spent on comedians when they come out.
Yep.
I go to more stand-up, like as in actual dudes coming in from overseas than, like, say, bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll have to organise a night one night and go.
Yeah, man. Dude.
That'd be great.
Oh, Mimi's show. It's coming up next. I might as well plug it
When
now.
is it?
She's in the Very Waggy Christmas.
Yep.
Starts Sunday, first one, and goes for a week. So run up until Christmas,
maybe
man.
we can go during the week.
Yeah, dude, I'm going.
Are they on every day?
Every day till, I think, it was the 23rd.
Okay.
I think.
Where's it at?
Comics Lounge.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I've been there once.
North
I've been there
Melbourne.
once, yeah.
Yeah. She's in a couple of things this week as well, but it's probably too late to plug that now. I plugged it a while back. But yeah, there's that. Dude, Melbourne's comedy scene is massive. Like the comedy festival in Melbourne, how long is it? You know how many months it goes for?
It's even televised.
Yeah.
So most of it's televised.
Dude, it's huge. It's absolutely fucking huge. Like, Melburnians love to get involved in that sort of shit. There's open mic nights. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's open mic nights all over Melbourne nearly every night. People like die to get into them, and like there's always a crowd, like, you know, the bigger places and stuff.
I feel that gun that gets up, then just undo the tie. Tough crowd.
You do that really old school, dude, where you'd expect that. Hit it, Jerry. Breaks into a song, you know, like Jerry Lewis specs. Yeah, man.
Come on, you.
Actually,
Old crooner.
I was going to say, speaking of Melbourne, man, have you seen the latest viral thing that's gone everywhere, like online?
No.
I thought this would be up like our alley. It just made me laugh. Viral porn videos being filmed in public locations.
Yeah, I saw. There was an article.
There
on
was one done at Little River.
West Go Girls or Go West Girls or something, or some shit.
I'm not sure, but they're all out in the west.
Yeah,
One in
yeah,
Geelong,
yeah.
Geelong train station,
Yeah.
Little River train station, like out that way.
Yeah. A V-line passes.
Yeah.
Like they're on the platform.
Or just fucking on the platform.
Yeah, like random.
A lot of them are
sex
lesbians,
shit.
though.
Okay.
Oh,
Girls,
it's different,
girl
different
and
stuff.
girl.
One guy ploughed a bird. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what it was, man. But they're going everywhere. They're everywhere, man. It just made me laugh.
Johnny's like, I want to be.
Out
So
of
what?
the west.
You just fuck someone publicly and you put it on, and that's
It's not. They're trying to be a legit porn company.
No, they
Okay,
film
okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, there's an article on it in the paper or something. I can't remember. I
Herald
was reading
Sun
about
made
the
an
other
article
day.
about it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I read it, I think, on
I
news.com.
haven't heard about it. That's bizarre.
Dude, I think it was the funniest thing.
But apparently it's been around for a while.
Yeah, they're just catching on to it now. But do you know what I thought of? Can you imagine that, like, when the cops are investigating, they've got all the CCTV footage from those train stations?
Yeah.
So it's like four idiots with a smoke and a couple of coffees sitting around, like, just getting all the
Can I watch
footage.
this?
Yeah. It's so fun.
She copped it.
It's so fucked up there. There's that's what I want to mention. Man, fuck, I'm an idiot. I want to bring this up the last podcast as well. I want to get your take on it, man.
Johnny's take.
Australia has not even Australia, but like there's a new national icon, man, that's made the rounds like worldwide. It's another viral thing that's just gone worldwide.
Did that guy punching the kangaroo?
yeah,
was
man.
awesome.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Dude, like, all these animal activists are saying he shouldn't have done that. The kangaroo had the dog in a chokehold.
Yeah, like
pretty
all you
much.
did was give it a little whack on the face. That wouldn't hurt the kangaroo. Like,
Dude, that thing was ready to fight, man. You saw that thing
Yeah.
back up, like, let's go. Like, you know?
Yeah. The kangaroo literally put up its guard and started moving in.
And I tell you what, you got a clean one. Yeah, man. His name was Bruce for sure,
I
man.
saw it. Glenn Gaz, you know.
man.
Dude,
I want to look it up. I want to see the article.
I saw the video, right, and I laughed. I thought, fuck, that's funny.
The video I saw, it had like a really like Australian bogan accent over, like commentating it.
The thing.
Yeah, like a
No, I
commentation.
saw it fresh when it first happened. I forgot to mention it in the last podcast, right? It made me laugh, because it's still in the round. It's like, yeah, this is the most Australian thing in the world, la 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 la. I'm like, alright, let me just see the video, what actually happened. Yeah, the dog, they've gone out looking for pigs, and then the dog is, the Roo's got the dog in a headlock.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
And then he's run up to, like, fuck the kangaroo off. The Roo lets go of the dog, and then zones in on the dude.
Yeah, like,
Yep.
let's go.
So he puts up his guard and just throws a cheap one out, smacks it in the face, and the Roo just stands there like, what the fuck just happened? And then he sees the dog like run clear, so he runs off as well.
And the kangaroo
right?
just,
And the Roo bounds away. What pissed me off was all the activists are coming out saying, oh, you know, I was reading all the articles as quickly as I could, like in passing, you know, and then one of them was like, oh, we're going to have a look at the situation and see what could have been done differently, and if there's going to be any charges pressed. What charges are you pressing? It's a feral Roo in the middle of a paddock.
The guy reacted perfectly.
The guy reacted
perfectly
to protect his dog and then protect himself.
They're saying the RSPCA is going to investigate. Why?
What are you going to investigate?
Okay, so
a random Roo.
Okay, so if that was filmed and the man let his dog die,
Yeah.
would he be negligent?
Yeah.
Because he didn't do anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, he would
If
be
the
screwed
Roo-
either way.
Yeah, man.
If the Roo mauled the dude, because the Roo moved in ready to do something.
that Roo was as
I'm
big
pretty
as he
sure
was.
If he ran up and startled the Roo enough to let the dog go, and then the Roo just bounded away, he wouldn't chase the Roo down and like
Try and
leap
bash
at
it.
it.
Yeah, no.
Bash it.
Get back here, motherfucker!
Just bash the Roo.
Just on his back, just pounding his head. A ground
Ground
pound.
and pound. What a fool. Ground and pound until a ref waved him away.
Yeah, when I saw that, I would have reacted exactly the same.
Exactly,
I
man.
love my dog. If I hadn't seen my dog getting in a headlock by a kangaroo, I would have run over and hit the kangaroo. Like,
I love how if the Roo mauled the guy, that would have been totally acceptable.
yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's
guy.
fine.
Yeah.
What do you reckon his name was?
I don't know.
Give me a first name.
I said Glenn or Gary.
David.
Greg.
It is Greg.
Greg Tompkins.
That's mad.
His name's Greg.
Go, Greg.
Mate, just
Cra,
ran out there,
cra.
and he
What
did
a gun.
he did what he had to do. If you
Yeah.
love your dog, man, you see a feral animal, whether it could have been anything.
But it wasn't like a club over the
Yeah,
thing's
it's
head.
not like you picked
no,
up a
he
log.
just chinned him a little bit,
It was
just
a little
to shock
tap,
him.
just a little tap.
He
Just fuck
swiped,
off.
he swiped at him
Yeah.
to brush his face, and the Roo just looked startled and then fucked off.
Wouldn't have hurt the Roo at all, man.
That Roo would crush a car with
Yeah.
its hind legs. You know what I mean?
And they're used to fighting with each other, where they get like claws in the face and legs in the face.
You're telling
and
me
shit.
just a swipe from a dude isn't good? Like, do you know what I mean?
Whoever cracks the shit over that video can get fucked,
man,
seriously.
all these different bodies, all these different government bodies, like random. I was just flicking through the articles, and they were just saying, "Oh, we're going to assess the situation. We're going to investigate." Investigate? I wouldn't waste 3 seconds looking into this thing, man. You've got the video. That's it,
All above board, dude. All
dude.
above
Like
board.
for someone to investigate means money is being spent. Because time is being spent.
Resources.
Yeah,
time.
is that taxpayer money? Knowing what tax dollars are getting spent to investigate a dude protecting his dog in a 3-second encounter with a Roo.
Yeah, that's infuriating.
If he jumped on the Roo and like strangled it to death,
Or stabbed it, shanked it or something.
didn't
then
kill
yeah,
it.
you've got video proof. Go grab the cunt. Fine him.
Wait a second,
You know
didn't
what
they have a Roo cull like a few years ago?
Yeah.
When they were killing animals?
Because they're pests.
There's way too many.
Yeah, there's
And this
pests.
guy just chins it a little bit to save his dog, and he's like being he's a zookeeper.
It pissed me
His
off.
job is a zookeeper.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. He works for like he's a zookeeper. He works for a national park or
Yeah.
something. Like his job, and they're like his job's not in jeopardy.
No.
Like relax.
He saved his dog.
He saved his dog.
He did a good thing.
Yeah, man.
He did a good thing.
Tell you what, it was a sick video, man. He chinned him like
I actually watched it a few times.
Oh,
man.
great video.
He put up his guard. Like, he actually
he
like,
took it. If he shuffled, it would
yeah,
just
he got
killed
into a
it.
fighter stance and like
Hey, but
raised
there's
his
like the
guard.
kangaroo.
Yeah.
Kangaroo launched up like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Kangaroos are so cool, man.
Australia, man.
I was actually
So cool.
I remember reading about the first Australia.
It was an Eastern Grey, by the way.
It wasn't Eastern Grey?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was an Eastern Grey.
That's Matt Trom and the zookeeper.
Yeah.
wasn't a redback? No.
No, a redback.
What's a redback? Just a big red.
Big red.
Big red, that's right.
Big red.
The redback.
The redback.
The redback kangaroo, just some fucking massive thing with it like a...
Dude, I remember reading about the first explorers that landed in the northern coast. I think they were Dutch. I can't remember, but they were talking about they sent home like it was either in his journal or he sent home like a messenger, you know, like with the first contact, you know, of like the
We've
southern
encountered a
land.
strange animal.
Yeah, and I remember he described. If you Google it, it'll come up. He described the Roo, like he said, "Oh, we've encountered animals. They've got a head like a deer, upright like a man." with something of like another animal, and no one believed them. They're like, get fucked. Like, what kind of... You know what I mean?
Dude, what have you been smoking? Did you find the mushrooms on the mainland?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
It was like reading the description, and I started reading the description. I started laughing. I'm like, that is what a roo looks like. It's got the head of a deer, and it's upright like a man, and it and such and such and such and such.
There's no other animal like them. They look so cool when they're bounding as well. Like,
Yeah,
so I used to
they're so
play golf a lot,
fast,
and like, on the golf courses you'd see them, and they're really majestic and shit when you see them. Like, they're really cool.
they're really, really like graceful sort of animals.
Yeah, man.
They don't just plod along.
No.
But they're fucking strong as well.
Dude.
Well, there was that other viral video a few months back, maybe like 6 months back, and it was like 2 roos fighting in like a suburban street.
Yeah, just punching on. Yeah, man, just
like,
punching on.
Dude, people were at their windows with cameras, and there was just 2 roos literally just punching on in the court, like outside the house.
Yeah, why don't we get one of those activists in there, like, to just break it up? Like, oh, stop, they just turn around, maul them to death.
Come on, guys, break it up. No need for
maul the
violence.
activists to death.
It's actually pretty cool. We've got a friend's house in Venus Bay that sometimes we go up to, and they just got kangaroos all over the place, like in the house. Like, I'll just be sitting on the balcony, like on the veranda having a smoke, whatever, and they're just frolicking around and stuff, and they're fine.
Did you get roos up in
Dude, you get them in like
what's it called? Past towards Bundoora, like
Yeah.
past Eltham.
well, Eltham you can get them.
Yeah.
Greensboro, like down that way, like down.
Yeah, there. Where it just gets
Hurstbridge.
green. Yeah, just greeny
Is that
suburbs.
Does it start with an E?
I know which suburb you're talking
Yeah,
about. It's
yeah.
a suburb we
Deer
always.
Park.
No.
It's in between Bundoora and
It's
Greensboro.
really greeny there. It's like really like bushy.
I always forget the name of this
It's not
suburb.
Epping.
No.
It's in honestly, but Rosanna, Greensboro, Eltham,
Is it
and then
Eaglemont? No, not Eaglemont.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I'm telling you, like
It's a place that no one
we used to call it the
remembers.
Hills. We knew a guy that used to. When I was at TAFE, there was a guy that lived up there, and we always used to say he was from the Hills, like the poshy area in the Hills, because he had like a massive driveway.
So you memorying? Is that
No. Driveway's like 800 meters long. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
I never remember the name of this suburb, and it'll do my head in for the rest of the day. And then I'll remember it at 2 a.m. I'm like, it'll come to me at some. Look at this guy. He's gone into full search, mate.
I'm trying to like
Get
think.
Google Maps out. Just search Eltham. Lowell Plenty. Like all that way.
Lower Plenty.
Yeah. I'm serious.
What a suburb.
That's where it is. It's out that way. I know which suburb you're thinking of, and it always just comes back to me like that. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Is it Eagle something?
No.
It's
Trust me.
Eagle-
Warrandyte. That's what I'm thinking of.
fucking Warrandyte.
Warrandyte. I'm thinking of Warrandyte.
Yeah.
Was it even close to E?
Yeah. Dude, all those areas, they got roos floating all over the joint, man.
Yeah, Warrandyte, yeah.
And if you go out towards like past Croydon, like towards Montrose and
Dude, even like Roeville,
yeah,
like all the backlands of Roeville where the golf courses are, man. I know people that have hit kangaroos, like 3 people that have hit kangaroos down
yeah,
there.
man. If you go north past Whittlesea, like that out that way, you know, fucking roos everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing? Like I
And
try.
the meat's really good for you. Like
Yeah,
we should
it's
be
full of
eating more of
protein.
that.
Lean
Like,
and
it's
full of protein,
lean
man.
and full of protein. Yeah.
I always think about like the roos, like the animals we have in this country. They're nowhere else. As in like the wombats,
Platypus.
the roos, emus.
Yeah.
You
Platypus.
know, yeah, platypus. You might like emus. You know, there's a resemblance in the ostrich, right? Like they're both a flightless bird with long legs, la la la. But there are no roos anywhere else in the world, man.
No.
Like how messed up is that? Like the national icon, like the fucking roo, the koalas. That's why like the Japanese tourists go sick for this shit because all we have here is green and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What they say, we're the only country in the world that eats
Oh, it's national icon.
national icon, like
Yeah.
on the coat of arms.
Yeah, man.
We'll just eat it.
Yeah.
We love him, but fuck him.
We don't respect it. Yeah, go to India where they don't eat cows because of religious reasons.
Yeah.
They're like you get put to death if you fuck with a cow.
This
You know
is
what I mean?
on our coat of arms.
Yeah, it's feast, boys. Our national emblem. Fuck it. We need
Fuck
to
it, we're hungry.
We're hungry. We need to survive, man.
Mate, put the steak on the fucking barbecue. Australia.
Yeah, that,
Yep.
I think that's something that really gets me down a bit every now and then when I start reading into like the first settlers, first contact, like, you know, the first people in Australia, first people in Antarctica, like all that sort of crap. There aren't any places like that left on Earth, as in other than like, you know, the jungles in the Amazon and
like Uncharted.
You know how we talked about for contact, no contact people and that sort of stuff. And we've talked about it as well, going back in time, like where would you be, la la la. Like imagine being the first mob out at a certain region. Like imagine being the first dudes.
First ones to stumble across it. Yeah.
Because I mean, like you think about Western civilization, right? Like you know, Greeks were around forever. You know, all the Germanic tribes in the Ostrogoths and all that sort of shit. The north, the mountains in the top of Russia, like Siberia.
Welsh.
Yeah,
Yep. The Red Dragon.
yeah. All the Africans. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there were people always floating around as far as Western civilization goes. But imagine that first journey with the Dutch. And, like, that's still disputed, like, the first contact of Australia, like,
Yeah.
who made it. Whether it was Dutch, they say Portuguese, I think, had got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, if you look it up, there was the Dutch, the Portuguese, the English. Who else was there? There was another mob. And they said, like, the first people to circumnavigate Australia and make
Colombians.
make the first contact and make the first maps, the cartographers. Yeah, they were either Dutch. Like, it's always disputed. You know what I mean? That trips me out. I don't think, like, people actually think about it, like, all that sort of shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah? Like, put yourself in that journey.
Oh.
I reckon it'd be sick.
Well, I'd have scurvy and I'd be at the bottom of the ship.
Just in the ship. But, like, and then you get into, like, the whole settlers thing, you know, like, man.
Or coming across the new land would be awesome. You'd just be like, there it is, boys. Like, this is uncharted. Like,
no one... Dude, I feel like that when I go, like, into another suburb at a shopping centre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I went
totally.
to Point Cook Shopping Centre, I'm like, wow.
what the hell? yeah.
How fucking naive.
So they're
like,
saying in 1606, the Dutch, and then apparently there's another
Baron Von.
guy. There's another guy, same year that rocked up.
Yeah.
And he was Portuguese.
Yeah, see?
And then 10 years later,
Oh,
some random...
Same year. Like, can you imagine the Aborigines, like, watching this shit? Like, here come the Dutch ships just planting their, like, you know, flags.
Who the fuck
and
is
like,
this
who
guy?
are these cunts? And then, like, in the same year, like, 6 months later, some Portuguese dude rocks up. Like, what's going on?
Did you invite people? No, it wasn't me.
It's like, I will tolerate this Dutch cunt, but who the fuck is this guy coming in now?
You want to kill him? Yeah, let's kill him. Fucking...
Keep trying to sell us Nando's. What the hell?
These guys, like, the Aborigines have lived in isolation for thousands of years. Like, yeah, we're fine. And they've got their own, like, do you know how many tribes there were? Like, how many different languages?
Yeah.
Can you actually, do me a favour, man, look that up. How many different Australian native languages there were?
Oh, man, I had no idea.
Thousands
I
or
had no
something,
idea.
man. Like, stupid amounts. Like, they're all
Like, just different dialects sort of
dialects
thing.
and
Okay.
regions, yeah. Like, if you go up to Arthur's Seat, you know, in Dramana, they've got a really great, like, there's the lookout, obviously, but they've got this billboard that just tells you a bit about the native land and all that sort of shit. And they've got, like, this description. I still remember it because I've been up there 100 times. And it says, basically, they use that point on the hill to scout for enemy tribes. So you look over the hill, over, like, the Mornington sort of peninsula, and they would look for, like, fires, as in, like, smoke. It's like, shit. There's a fire that we didn't actually start.
Yeah.
So that means there are people in there coming up. They're probably like a K away, 3 Ks away, like 2 days away.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's cool,
So
man.
before the white man destroyed Australia,
Yeah.
Being around in those times, man. Like, imagine being the Aboriginals and
That's
seeing
what I'm
these
saying.
people just come to your land. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
I'd spear him.
But that's
They-
what
they probably
did.
did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's...
Until they faced musket.
And then they brought reinforcements.
But there wasn't even musket that wiped them out, man. They brought smallpox, influenza, like measles.
that's how they do it.
Yeah.
To infect them.
Yes.
Back in the in the late 18th century,
Tyrants.
there were 250 languages.
Yeah.
Now, in the 21st century, at the start of the 21st century, there's fewer than 150. It's just been faded out because of the English. And at the moment, there's 13 that are highly endangered
Yeah.
languages.
Yeah, think about, like,
Just
the
hanging
history,
on.
dude. Like, just the intricate history, like, involved in that. Like, you know what I mean? Actually, that made me laugh, man. On Saturday, I went and watched The Odd Couple. Mimi took me to go see The Odd Couple stage play. You know the original movie with the Neil Simon play?
Yeah.
The Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Rings a bell, but
and
I
then,
think
like,
I've
there was a
seen
TV series. It's about the messy dude.
Walter Matthau, what a sick actor. He was
it's
awesome.
about the messy... Walter Matthau, I was going...
I'm gonna be him when I'm old.
I
I'm gonna be
your
that
voice.
guy.
It's the sound of your voice in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna be that guy as an old guy.
I don't know who that is.
What? Grumpy Old Man.
Oh, yeah, with the big
Grumpy Old Man?
nose. Was he in Dennis the Menace or whatever as well?
Yeah, he's
Oh, that guy,
he's the
yeah.
dad
I want to
who
be
does
that guy. I want to wear the hunting hat.
Just the old
with
cunt. Just the old cunt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a prick.
Cunt of the neighbourhood.
Yeah, I'll be sitting outside with like shoddy.
Old Mr. Trollman.
Yeah, the kids would be running their bikes, pointing at me. This Mr. Trollman. Fuck off!
The ball will roll into your yard and everyone's too scared to come and get it.
It's
Just sit on the porch rocking.
no, I'll shoot it.
He's just got like a flask, deck of smokes, and sits there waiting for the ball.
Just glaring at the little children that he hates.
Yeah, man. Dude,
My scope.
she makes me laugh. I started laughing, dude. Mimi took me for my it was like an early birthday present because that production's finishing soon. She's like, I love that movie, man. So we went and watched it. Dude, right at the start, first of all, the crowd was
Old.
100%. No, the crowd was 99.999% white. All right, Mimi and I were the only ethnic faces in that joint, man. I swear to God. Okay, that is not even a fucking overblown statement. That is a fact. It was all white. This theatre was fucking filled, yeah? And then right at the start of the production, the voiceover comes over and it's like,
We at the, Johnson production company recognise the native people of blah, 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 and their rights to this land.
we turned and looked at each other, just started laughing, man.
Really?
Why?
We've started this again, have we?
I swear to God, 2 days after we say it on the podcast,
That's the Johnson
it's a
production
white
company.
theatre, and they named the fucking original land on. What is the point of that?
Just to let you know who we took it from.
Dude, why?
We raped and pillaged for this land, but we recognise.
Does it make it any better?
No, it makes it worse.
It makes
it
it
makes it
worse. Like seeing it, because we were talking about it, and then seeing it in front of and hearing it, I was just like, "This is such a joke.
That's ridiculous.
It's such a joke."
And all the white old people in the crowd. Oh, yes. yes.
we're very sorry. Yes.
Oh, my stomach.
Oh man, man. The indigenous people were a happy people, man. Before all that shit. No shit. Like, just think about it.
Now they're just bitter and twisted.
Yeah, but think about it. Like someone coming into your house, going, "Yep, I'm taking your house.
Move
I'll take
away
the
or I'm
land.
going to stab you.
You have to learn our ways, or we're going to kill you."
That's what I don't understand.
In a way, like it's just.
I don't
fucked.
get that. This country's really fucked up. Johnny, like, look this way, man. As the son of like migrants, you know what I mean? And
I am a
this
migrant.
guy's a migrant. I'm as close as a migrant as you can get, dude. Because like my parents came in off the boat. Like my dad literally came in on a boat.
Yeah,
A boat.
I come on, Qantas.
3 weeks at sea. You know what I mean? Like he came in on a boat in the '60s. And as a kid, growing up in a house, I spoke English and Greek. Greek was my first language. I spoke English and Greek.
Yeah.
I was lucky to grow up in an area that had this many Greeks, and as we mentioned, the most diverse suburb in Australia.
Fucking ethnics.
So yeah, I was lucky to survive, man. A lot of the racism, that we see, like in Australia, I was actually lucky to survive it as well as I have. Right?
The Greeks back in the 70s copped it. The Italians copped it.
Dude, migrants in this, like today, still cop it. It's just that we happen to grow up where there are a lot of
But see,
migrants.
now the migrants that came in the 60s, 70s and all that are accepted now. It's all the
the older generation.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, now it's just the flavour of the month has turned to
that's all it
someone
is.
else, right?
Because back then, man, if you hear back in the days, like in Richmond and all that,
Oh, yeah.
what the Italians, the Greeks, the Turks, what they all went through.
Disgusting.
My mum remembers, she used to live in Oakley as a kid, like, Skipton Road, right? And she remembers old school Oakley wogs. We're talking when the wogs were Oakley wogs, when there was no Greeks, just Greeks. It was Italians, Turks,
Everyone
Armenians,
just banded
everyone
together.
just together. Like, just Europeans.
Yeah.
They used to fight the skinheads in Oakley. Mum used to hear them as a kid. Like, police sirens would be going off, and, man, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
But like, it's fucking fucked because we've got flavour of the month is this anti-immigration shit, yeah? Like there's and that alt-right crap and Pauline Hanson saying we're all duped.
Yeah.
She came out on the thing. She says we've been playing for fools with the polygamy and all this. What
better me some fish, man.
Yeah, right?
Shut
like
up.
still like all this anti-migrant
Give me a
sentiment,
sandwich.
right? But then you remember like 200 years ago, not even 200 years ago, like all the
James Cook and all this
all that
kind of-
James Cook shit. Literally, there were people on this land, and what did they get? They got an honourable mention at the start of a play, a fucking play,
Or a sign on the plaque at the park.
a plaque.
The plaque at the park.
Dude,
Do you know what?
Nammers, man.
Namatjura Park
Namatjura Park is recognised as an Aboriginal.
in Clayton. Yeah, in Clayton.
Anyway,
In
it's just
fucking Clayton.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, messed up.
Everything's got Aboriginal names, like landmarks, names, like all this shit.
They're all fucked.
But everyone's
Honestly,
so
like-
anti, we haven't got any money to help the communities. What do you mean?
It really
dickhead?
pisses me off, man. Honestly,
Hilarious, it's hilarious.
because we had an Indigenous kid that used to go to primary school with us, right? And I understand, like, everyone's got choices. Everyone's got, like, but, like, the kid, you could just tell, I went to a very white school, and he was different. Like, because they thought, oh, what's he doing here? He shouldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
here. This is Oakley, South Oakley.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen here. Like, why is there an Indigenous kid here? He felt exiled. Like,
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
He went off the rails, man.
Yeah, man, totally.
At primary school, he went off the rails. And we never heard from him again. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
People forget about, like, you know.
It's not it's the young kids too that are actually Aboriginal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, it's
Like the
fucked.
prejudice, man.
Yeah, man. It still exists big time. Especially with Aboriginals. It really exists.
Did you see this thing that they're saying the Treasure's got, like, the Treasurer of, like, you know, whatever's got some plan to cut $1 billion or whatever out of, welfare cuts to save the government money.
Yeah, no
And it all
worries.
comes down to getting dole cheats. Not even dole cheats. It's just withholding the dole for up to 4 weeks before you can actually get it,
Yeah.
receive it, say if you've lost your job. And then it was, stopping people from knocking back jobs once they've been made redundant or like you know, they've been sacked.
Like,
or
you've
they've had
got to
quit.
take it. You've
got
got
to take whatever job you're getting.
Yeah.
You know, la 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 la. How do you feel about that? Oh, both of you guys, because I've got a fucking opinion on this, and it pisses me off.
The only thing I can think of is if you've been made redundant, right, and they've offered you a job, I would personally, whatever it was, I'd take it, because if I had a family to feed or whatever it is, like, you got to do what you got to do. But to force you to wait, like, if you've got a family, you've been like fired or made redundant,
Yeah.
or whatever, how is that your fault?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? If your company's gone under and
There's no package.
there's no package, no nothing, and you need help from the government even for a few weeks, because obviously you're not a lazy cunt because you've been working for the last 10 years in
You
the
paid
same
your
job.
taxes for the
You
last
pay-
fucking...
exactly.
paid how much in money in tax, yeah.
Yeah, I would take the job, but I wouldn't be happy. I'd be like, well, I'm going to try and find something in my field or close to my field,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. But yeah, no, that's bullshit, man. I don't know.
I cracked it. I fucking cracked it.
This is more for just for people that have been working their whole lives, but they need that bit of help.
Yeah. Well,
You know
what do
I
you
mean?
think?
Not cunts that
Yeah,
haven't been
I
working.
agree with Nick.
You know,
I agree with Nick.
Man, like, because I was looking at it, right? Because there are obviously dole cheats.
pisses me off, man.
There are obviously dole cheats, like, you know, dudes that literally don't go for work, you know, go to a job, get sacked after a week because they can't be fucked, just to collect their... Because the dole... Look at the dole itself isn't enough to survive, as in, if you've got a family...
No, forget it.
Right?
No.
Yeah, no.
You need to be on benefits, and you need to be dealing or something on the side.
Absolutely.
Because it's not enough to survive, dude. If I lost my job tomorrow and I applied for the dole, that that dole wouldn't cover my rent.
Dude, it wouldn't cover half the
It wouldn't
shit
cover it wouldn't cover anything.
No, man.
It wouldn't cover shit. Like, it
It's,
literally...
what is it? It's 200 and something a week?
70 a week or something? Like, not
Yeah,
even...
buy bread and...
Dude, I wouldn't... I'd be I'd be on the street.
You'd lose your place.
I'd lose my house. I'd lose my rent, my car. I'd lose everything within a month. Yeah. Right? Yeah. There are obviously dole cheats, yeah? And this is what the counter-argument was. First of all, if I went 4 weeks without receiving pay, I'd be fucked. Fucked. I've been working flat for since I left high school. I've never been out of work for longer than, you know, the 3-4 months, and even then I was still working just part-time. You know what I mean? I've always hustled for work, and I've taken whatever job I can get. But they said that they're going to make it illegal to knock back work. Okay, what if you were earning like $1,000 a week in some job as like a 2IC, or you had some job, right? You made redundant because you were on your casual or whatever. And now they're going to force you to what? Work at Macca's? Because that's a job that's available?
Yeah.
So for $480 a week?
And you're a 40-year-old man with a family?
Yeah.
What, making hamburgers?
Yeah. And you're meant to go for job interviews at the same time and maintain like sanity. Yeah. You already feel like shit because you've lost your job, and you got to sit at home, stay up till 3 in the morning on Seek, sending out resumes.
Yeah. I've done that.
Yeah.
Dude,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get fucked. Like, there are dole cheats. Punish the dole cheats. Punish the people that genuinely don't have an interest in working and maintaining that life.
Help out the others, yeah. Yeah, totally.
But to say you have to take every job, I thought, all right, Mr. fucking Treasurer, what do you want what's your annual income?
He'd be on 200,000-300,000, like I said, last time.
Fuck, dude.
Like last time, yeah.
Company car, company phone, company meals. Yeah. What happens if you got the sack and then, like, he's got a nice padded out resume with references and probably a lot of nice little elitist dudes that
he's got mates.
handball him some
Yeah, of
job
course.
for $180K a year and he's still going to complain.
Robert Doyle became mayor.
Yeah.
Once he got taken out of government.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got, like, a lot of contacts, whereas me, I'd be looking for more warehouse work.
Yeah.
Back from the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, go to Springies, somewhere
Whatever.
Dandenong, get, you know.
And what, I have to settle for a job at a third of my income that I've been used to, because that's the lifestyle I've worked up to, just because there are dole cheats out there. Like, get fucked.
Yeah, nah, here.
Dude, I've told you the story with me, like, you know, walking in and just cracking the shit. because cunts are walking in there, showing their paperwork, and alright, stamp, see you later. Me, they hassled me for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, man. Like, really? Like, I'm trying to find work here. Help me! Like, you're not helping me.
Yeah.
Oh, you cold call places. Cold calling? Are you kidding me? They made me go to this thing, you know, they once a week you go to the thing, and they make you cold call.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna call a random company, hey, do you have any work? Who's this?